Hello student, welcome to the online session. Today I am going to give you description about the microorganism and their behavior. So this is the microorganism part 1. In this part 1, introduction of microorganisms and its type we will discuss. So what is microorganisms? Mainly a microorganisms or microbes is an organisms which is microscopic, means they are very small, which we can't see with our naked eyes. The study of microorganisms is called microbiology. So microorganisms are those organisms which are very small and it's very difficult to see it with the naked eyes. Only with the help of high quality microscope or somewhere the electronic microscopes help us to see these microorganisms. In most of the cases in the rainy season, moist bread get spoiled. All of you have seen, then when the bread get moist, there is a white patches like a structure develop upon the bread, and its surface is covered with a grayish white patches. These patches are called bread mold or fungus. This fungus can be seen through microscope. So this is also called microorganism. There are many types of microorganism. A living organism that is very minute to be seen by the naked eyes, especially a single-celled organism such as bacterium, is called microorganisms or microbes. They are mainly single cell, made up of a single cell. But in our 8th standard, microorganisms are basically given in the 4 or 5 major groups, that are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, and virus. So these are the 4, and 5th is virus, which is classified in our mostly textbooks and in our 8th standard. The first one is viruses. Viruses, you may be surprised to know that the virus can be crystallized and stored like some non-living thing, such as common salt and sugar. On the other hand, they multiply like living organisms when they are within a living body. So when they are outside the living body, they are acting like a non-living thing. And when they get inside the host body or any living organism, they act like a living thing. So viruses are a cellular microorganism, which means that they are not composed of cells. So basically viruses are not made up of cell. They are made up of mostly genetic materials and protein. So essentially a virus consists of proteins and genetic material, either DNA or RNA, but never both, that are inert outside of a host organism. So when they are outside the living organism in the air, they are act like a non-living thing. When they get inside the living body, they act as a living thing. So there are different type of viruses which are given in the diagrams. They are HIV virus, hepatitis, Ebola adenovirus, influenza virus, bacteriophage virus, and this is now these days, this is the just near about the coronavirus or COVID-19 virus. These are all different type of viruses which infect the human body. Next is bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular. They are made up of single cell prokaryotic microorganisms. Some bacteria are useful for human, while some can be harmful. Some are useful, but some harm human body. There are 4 major type of bacteria. They are Bacillus, Vibrio, Cocci, and Spiral. These names are given according to their shapes. Probiotics. Probiotics are live bacteria and yeast that are good for our health, especially the digestive system. So some bacteria are useful for our health. These bacteria are called probiotic help in our digestion and in the digestive system. Next microorganisms is algae. These are simple plant-like organisms which are usually aquatic in nature. They contain a cell wall, a chlorophyll, and can make their own food by photosynthesis. Algae can be unicellular, it is a single cell, or multicellular. Some of the common examples are diatoms, Calamidomonas, and seaweed. So these are the diagrams of algae. So these are mainly present in the water bodies, aquatic. They are green in color, so they can prepare their own food. Some are microscopic, some are not microscopic, such as a Spirogara. You can see by your naked eyes. This microscope is not necessary to see this algae. Next one is protozoa. So protozoa are single cell microscopic animal which include flagellates, ciliates, sporozoans, and many other forms. So these are the cilia. Cilia is present in the paramecium, which help them to move from one place to another. So some examples are amoeba, paramecium, euglena, plasmodium. These are all protozoans and they enters our body with foods, with contaminated water and harm a living organism. Next is fungi. Fungi are saprophytic or parasitic organisms that depend upon other organisms for food. They are mostly multicellular and not microscopic. You can see that fungi with your naked eye. However, yeast is a unicellular and microscopic organism. Yeast is a fungus. You can consider yeast in fungi also, but this is microscopic organism. But most of the fungi are multicellular and we can see it with our naked eye, like mushroom, rhizopus, aspergillus, and penicillium. These are all fungi structure. Where do microorganisms live? Now, microorganisms can survive in all kind of environment. You must be very much surprised that from icy cold climates to hot springs, that is any kind of temperature, and desert to marshy lands, these microorganisms can survive. Some live independently while others live as a parasite. So these microorganisms can live even if the temperature of -100 to +100. They can survive in the nuclear blast stations or even if ice cold pole region. Inside the bodies of the other organisms, including animals and human beings, microorganisms like amoeba can live alone, while fungi and bacteria may live in colonies. They lived in group. Microorganism may be single cell like bacteria, some algae and protozoa, or multicellular like algae and fungi. So microorganisms can be a single cell, can be a multicellular organism. They can live alone. They can live in colonies. They can live in any temperature, even if the icy cold to a hot spring or boiling hot temperature, microorganisms can survive in any case. Some microorganisms are friendly, used for various purposes. Some microorganisms are used in the production of curd, bread, and cake. They are good microorganisms. Some microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages. Most of the alcohol which is formed from the fermentation of the fruit juices, the microorganisms work on that. They are also used in cleaning up the environment as composer or decomposer. For example, organic waste like vegetable peels, remain of animal, feces, etc. are broken down into harmless and usable substance by bacteria. So this microorganism like bacteria help us to clean up our environment. In agriculture field, microorganisms are used in increase the soil fertility by fixing atmospheric nitrogen. That is, rhizobium bacteria fix the atmospheric nitrogen for the plant. Some are used in the preparation of medicines. So these are most of the friendly microorganisms which are useful to us. Some microorganisms caused disease in human or in plants. So some common human diseases caused by microorganisms are chickenpox, polio, measles, hepatitis, tuberculosis, typhoid, cholera, and malaria. Basically, chickenpox, polio, measles, hepatitis, all these are caused by the virus. Causative microorganism is virus. And the mode of transmission are for all diseases are air, water, or by contact by person to person. But tuberculosis, typhoid, and cholera is caused by bacteria. This is also with the help of air, water, and contaminated food cause cholera, and the microorganism is bacteria. But malaria is caused by protozoa, that is by the female Anopheles mosquito. Some common plant diseases which is caused by microorganism, plants also get infected by these microorganism. So first is citrus canker, that is caused by bacteria, and the transmission is through the air. Rust of wheat is again the fungal infection of wheat, and the mode of transmission is again air and seeds. Yellow mosaic ochra, that is ladyfinger, become contaminated by the effect of virus, and the mode of transmission is water. So these are the diseases which is caused by the different kind of microorganisms. Thank you all and my team which helped me and support me to make this video. Thank you everyone.